when X number of Zionist trolls report you as a pornographic website,
Wow.
and Kaspersky is too lazy to actually validate it. What people need to understand is that the Zionists perfected the art of digital assassination. And the Anti-Defamation League is the Zionist censor. It's the Zionist social media monitor, censor, and assassin. So anytime you're critical of Israel, and this goes back to the 1990s when the internet and commentary first started coming up, anytime you're critical of Israel, like Rolling Stone or Slate or Truth Out or whatever, 12 Zionist trolls come in and report you as a hater,
yeah,
or a spammer, or you've got pornographic content in it. And Rolling Stone and Slate and Truth Out and all these guys, they're lazy. So they allow those reports to be taken at face value, and they assassinate you.
Yeah. Well, we're
That's what we're dealing with.
We're an enigma because they don't know what to do with us, because we have Marianne Azizi come on all the time and talk about the plight of the Israelis by the Israeli government. So they don't quite know what to do with us.
Right.
You know, because
some people call us Jew sympathizers, and other people call us Jews.
This is a good opportunity. This is a very good opportunity to distinguish between Zionists and Jews.
yes,
There are 9 million Jews in the United States of America who are totally decent, honest citizens, except for the ones that give the Mossad safe houses and their own car to drive and stuff like that. They're called Sayanim. Zionists are people who work for the Zionist state of Israel to subvert governments, banks, corporations, media, universities, and so forth. The Zionists are enemy agents. Jews are loyal citizens. Let's be crystal clear on that.
yep, good. I'm glad that you made the differentiation.
Yeah.
Then last thing I think
Not
is,
the last thing, because I have a question too.
well, why don't you go ask your question?
When I was asking about #unrig, I wanted to see if you're involved in any other projects right now. What you're doing at this time.
Yeah, Google Gestapo.
I'm involved in multiple things, including something with John McAfee, and it may ultimately be enlarged to include others. I'm certainly focused on winning this federal lawsuit. I'm very, very pleased with my attorney. I'm very, very pleased with the discovery we've already done, including $3,000 a month being paid to Jason Goodman. These are the things that I'm focused on. I'm also focused on helping Donald Trump, if he asks, create the open source agency and the Trump Channel and the Election Reform Act, and so forth. My bottom line is I'm going to continue what I've been doing that got me nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, recommended for the Nobel Peace Prize, although I was also nominated. And I'm told multiple people are going to recommend me for the Nobel Peace Prize again this year. But I've also said very, very clearly I don't deserve the Nobel Peace Prize, but I do believe that I can help Trump, Putin, and Xi win the Nobel Peace Prize. All they have to do is understand that it's not enough to declare peace. You have to lift the 5 billion poor with open source everything engineering, which is 10% of the cost of the Western paradigm, okay? Most Western products, services, and so forth are 50% waste and 90% profit for the 1%. I can build a tractor for the poor that is 10% the cost of a John Deere tractor using open source everything engineering. And a shout out to Marcin Jakubowski of Open Source Ecology, who does that. We also have to stop funding dictators. This purge in Saudi Arabia is huge. That's the beginning of the end for dictators. And I have no problem dealing with Confucianism in China as well as authoritarianism in Saudi Arabia, as long as it puts down the pedophiles, the traitors, the money launderers, the drug runners, and so forth. So I think what we're seeing is a major change in world affairs. And over the course of the next 20 years, I expect the United Kingdom Commonwealth to completely break up. I expect Kurdistan to be a state. I expect Catalan to be completely free, but in a very good partnership with Spain. I expect the United States of America to either lose pieces or restore state rights.
Hey, all this stuff going on in Saudi Arabia, do you think it could have any effect on the petrodollar?
Oh yeah, the petrodollar's crashed. It's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Rumor has it that there's a new gold-backed reserve currency coming out next week, and that Trump understood it and agreed to it when he was in Vietnam meeting secretly with Xi and Putin.
Next week.
Gold back coming, huh? Okay.
Nice.
That's good to hear, actually. Isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, are they going to do gold confiscation?
I doubt it. Most of the gold that is real is not in the United States. I mean, we've seen that not only Canada, the New York Federal Reserve have been selling titanium as gold. There's a lot of fake gold out there.
Yeah.
And most of the gold is actually in caves in Indonesia and the Philippines. And that's one of the reasons why ASEAN is so important. And that's one of the reasons why the Indonesian president was included in the secret meetings with Xi and Putin and Trump. People don't realize it, but Indonesia is the largest Muslim nation on the planet. And the second largest Muslim nation on the planet is India. Okay? Because of its population. India, unfortunately, right now is owned and controlled by the Zionists. And that the Indians need to take care of that. But Indonesia has most of the gold that is real gold. And the Philippines has the rest. And these are all in the tunnels. This is all the gold that the Japanese stole from China and others on their way down. That's why Sterling Secret was such a valuable source for me, because he had the whole book. And the Gold Warriors tells the whole story of how we found and confiscated about 25 of those mines. There's still 150 in the Philippines. They're probably around 250 in Indonesia. We're talking about trillions of dollars worth of gold. Okay? U.S. doesn't control it and has absolutely no hope of ever controlling it. So the world is getting interesting in the most positive way, and I really want to stress truth and reconciliation. I think Trump has the deep state by the balls, and that makes me happy.
Excellent.
I have one more question. Your friend, your NSA friend?
William Binney.
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 Let me point out that the mainstream media, God curse them, has been saying that Binney is a conspiracy theorist because he says that the Russians did not hack the election. Let me say in no uncertain terms that William Binney and I are at one on this point. The Russians hacking the election is a pack of lies made up by John Brennan. And anybody in the mainstream media, including James Risen, who puts this crap forward, should lose their job. They are dishonest traitors to the American public.
Yeah. So my question was, can you get him to talk to us?
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We'd love to talk to him.
William Binney has done some really good things with Sarah Westall and some others.
Oh,
I consider Binney. I mean, Binney and I are not Daniel Ellsberg. Binney and I are intelligence professionals who want to do it right. But Binney and I also have no fear of speaking the truth. So I will connect you to William Binney as soon as we close down this call.
Thank you.
Awesome. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think that's it. Did we talk about Google Gestapo already?
Yeah, no, people should use Google Gestapo, and people should start suing Google and YouTube. Okay? YouTube is ruining people's lives arbitrarily. Now, at the same time, I think YouTube is having some soul searching going on. I mean, someone just told me, Sarah Westall just told me that all the videos of Cynthia McKinney that had been demonetized have just been remonetized.
It's too late now, thoh. It doesn't make any difference.
It may well be too late, but I think that YouTube is starting to realize that BitChute is about to bury them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because we've demonetized all. Did I say that?
Monetized.
We demonetized. I can't say that word for some reason. All of our videos out of principle. So.
Yeah, we're not allowing them to put ads on our videos. We have our own partnerships, different products that we believe in, that we personally have tried, and we're partnering with them, and we do little short ads of our own to put on our videos.
Well, keep your brand alive. Back everything up to BitChute. I don't know when John McAfee's alternative to Google is going to be up and running, but I would be very surprised if it weren't available in some form by July of 2018. And I'm meeting with them soon, and I'm really, really eager to take Google down.
Oh, it's I think
Excellent.
everybody is.
I think everybody is, yeah, too. Thank you so much, Robert. I want to get you back on and talk about open source a lot more because I'm really fascinated about that.
Well, I'd be glad to do that. And let me just end by saying I'm down to my last $500, so donations to paypal.me/earthintel would be deeply appreciated.
Okay, I'll put your link down in the description.
Robert, have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Live long and prosper.
You
too.
too.
God bless you. Bye.
Bye-bye.